In this new class that I'm taking, we're learning about fallacies. And a fallacy is basically just like an error in judgment, right? Based on several factors. One that I just learned today is called an appeal to coincidence. And that's where someone will mistakenly take two occurrences and link them together and mistaken those two chance occurrences for something that is more significant. Like if somebody wears a particular shirt every time their favorite team plays and their team wins. So that's like an example of appeal to coincidence, right? Kind of like superstition. But the one that I'm talking about in this video struck me because it reminded me of a time when I reached out to an individual because I hadn't seen them in a while, and I just so happened to reach out to them on a day of significance. Me reaching out had nothing to do with the particular holiday that it was. They just crossed my mind, and it happened to be on that holiday, but I couldn't convince that person that it was really just by coincidence. They were so convinced that I reached out to them because it was that particular holiday. And so in my text that I'm reading and learning, it goes on to, express that appeal to coincidence is one of those things that it's hard to argue because there's no way to prove that the occurrence didn't happen along with the other one on purpose, Anyways, I'm saying all this to say that if you are dealing with somebody that appeals to coincidence rather than taking your word for it, let it go. Don't argue with them because there's no way for you to prove what it is that you know for yourself. If they want to appeal to the fact that this coincidence happened because it's something more significant, let them have it. That's all I'm gonna say. Let them have it. It's not gonna hurt you. I think sometimes we stress about things and we have to always just prove that we're right and that what we were thinking and what we were saying, this is what we meant, and this is just explain and then move on and let them think whatever it is that they're going to think, because when you're dealing with people who have their mind set on something, it is really, really hard to change their minds or to get them to think from your standpoint. And guess what? That's okay. The world is not going to end because of it.